Today I'm going to make Thai Basil Beef, which is a great spicy addition to your meal prep repertoire. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome. If you love life enough to make it last, then click that subscribe button and we'll get there together. I'm trying to make it easier for you to eat healthy. You can stick to a diet, and if you use these recipes in the meal prep method, you'll always have a healthy, tasty meal just a few minutes away in the microwave from being hot and ready. Now, I love spicy food, but if it's not your thing, then you can always modify these recipes, any of them, just by taking out some of the pepper. I've always liked Thai food. Ever since I visited Thailand many years ago, I found that the people are wonderful, they love their food, and they make really great food too. So here's what you're gonna need. A pound of stir-fry beef, or get your own favorite cut of beef and cut it up into cubes. 1 crown of broccoli, 1 large red bell pepper, 2 serrano peppers, 2 tablespoons of dried basil leaves, or a handful of fresh basil leaves, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Now, oyster sauce is kind of a weird sounding thing. You'll find it in the Asian section of your grocery store. It comes in a bottle. I always thought it was not very healthy, but I looked at the ingredients and I found out it's not really that bad. 25 calories per tablespoon. You'll need 2 for this recipe. The only other problem I had with it was there were a couple of questionable ingredients: modified cornstarch, which is some kind of sugar, and artificial flavoring. It contains something called oyster juice, which, well, heat up some oil in a large frying pan, and it's good to have a large frying pan because obviously you can make more food at a time that way, and with meal prep that's very important. But if you have a smaller frying pan, then you can just cut this recipe in half, make a couple of servings, and then make a couple more servings, etc., and still save time by doing it all in the same cooking session. When I'm cooking at a higher temperature, I use peanut oil rather than extra virgin olive oil because it has a higher smoke point. You want the oil to be as hot as possible without smoking. So put in your beef and serrano peppers and stir. If you're using dried basil leaves, go ahead and sprinkle generously over the beef. And if you're using fresh basil leaves, you just put them in with the vegetables. When the beef is ready, 5 to 10 minutes, go ahead and put the vegetables in and the oyster sauce. And at this point, you'll need to continue stirring until it's done. And basically, you want the sauce to cover everything and you want the vegetables to be firm but tender. This recipe makes 4 servings, and of course you're going to freeze them and heat them up in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes. I usually eat this meal by itself. It's 460 calories, but if you want to add brown rice, that's going to be 620 calories. Be careful about your glycemia, but if you want to add in those carbs, then that's just fine. This dish is packed with vitamins. Anytime you have brightly colored vegetables, you know you're going to have a micronutrient-dense food. And of course, there's plenty of protein with the beef. I love sharing these healthy, tasty, and convenient meals with you. Do me a favor and put in a comment below if you're going to try this recipe, and if you already have, tell me how it turned out. And I will see you next time on Running a Food.